The diner was the kind of place where the coffee was always hot, the pancakes were always slightly burnt, and everyone knew everyone else by name. On most days, it felt like a quiet corner of the world where nothing bad ever happened. But that afternoon, the air carried a tension that no one understood, at least not yet. 81-year-old Walter Briggs sat alone in his usual booth by the window, wearing the same faded army jacket he had worn for decades. The patches were frayed, the color washed almost gray, but he wore it with pride. Every wrinkle on his face held a story, every scar on his hands a memory of battles fought far from home. He came to the diner every Thursday for one simple reason. His late wife had loved the blueberry pie, and eating it kept her close. Walter wasn't a man who demanded respect. He didn't raise his voice, didn't take up space, didn't bother a soul. He simply existed, quietly, gently. And that day, he was enjoying his slice of pie, unaware that trouble had just walked through the front door. The trouble came in the form of a tall, broad-shouldered man with a shaved head and a grin that carried too much confidence. His name was Tyler, though no one in the diner knew him. He wasn't from town. He was just passing through, looking for attention, trouble, or both. His boots hit the floor with heavy steps, and the moment he walked in, conversations dipped. People could feel something off about him. Tyler scanned the room and his eyes landed on Walter. Frail, small, alone. An easy target. He approached Walter's booth without invitation. Nice jacket, old man, he sneered, leaning over the table. Where'd you get it? A thrift shop. Walter looked up slowly, calm as ever. Earned it, he said softly, taking another bite of pie. Tyler chuckled, shaking his head. Earned it, please. Guys like you sit around bragging about the glory days. Newsflash. Nobody cares. A couple sitting nearby exchanged nervous glances. The waitress, Emily, froze behind the counter. She'd seen rude customers before, but this felt different, dangerous. Walter didn't reply. He just continued eating, refusing to let disrespect get a rise out of him. And that was what triggered Tyler. With a sudden burst of anger, the thug slapped Walter across the face, hard. The sound echoed through the diner like a gunshot. Emily gasped. The couple stood up. A man near the door muttered, "Hey, that's enough." Walter didn't fall, but his cheek reddened instantly. He only blinked, steadying himself, looking at Tyler with a silent disappointment that somehow felt louder than any words. Tyler smirked. "Yeah, that's what I thought." But before anyone could react, the front door opened again. The familiar rumble of motorcycle engines outside shook the windows. The bells chimed, and in walked a man wearing a leather vest with a patch that made everyone freeze. Walter's son, and behind him, several members of the Hells Angels.